unfortunately, he's staring at the man in the mirror with the Aegis reflection there, and he does not like what he sees, and he goes down, unfortunately. That is a straight.
Welcome back. Match 3 is about to get underway. It will be Perth Ground Zero, who travelled across Australia to lay it down to Melbourne Avant. Game on, I say. What's your thoughts on this one, Lachlan? Do you have any predictions already?
Look, I think it's going to be a close one. I don't think it'll be either way. We've got some good players in Ground Zero that are actually from Melbourne that I do know and have played against quite a bit. But I think this will be a nice close one compared to the other ones that we've had, which have been more one-sided.
By the other ones, you specifically mean the last one, I would imagine.
Yes, I was trying to be a little bit more sensitive.
You're very nice. You're very nice.
Oh, shucks.
We've had some really brutal analysts previously. You're being very sensitive to the players. Ash, you're in the crowd. You're hanging out with Bug. What's going down?
Yeah, we're just chilling out here. So, Bug, you've already played today. How does it feel now just enjoying watching everyone else play?
Oh, it's great. It kind of feels like an exam, you know, like you get your answers for your first to one and then you lock it in and you're all done. You're sitting everyone watching like them take the test. So
Awesome. It's like, I'm done now. Thanks, guys. You do all the hard work. I'm finished. So how long have you been playing Street Fighter 4?
been playing like Street Fighter 4 a little bit and then Street Fighter 5 like the entire time it's been out. Yeah. So yeah, lots of experience.
And what is your ultimate favourite character?
Oh, Buki, hands down. Yeah.
You absolutely killed it with her. Congratulations on the match today. And I'm just going to go straight back to you, Luke. Thank you so much.
No worries, thank you.
Awesome stuff. Well, I think it's time to get the teams out here for the final matchup for Street Fighter 5 for today. So they're ready and waiting. Please go absolutely nuts, guys, for Perth Ground Zero! All right, guys, let's give it up for their opponents. It's Melbourne Avant. Make some noise. Final match of the day. Let's find out the matchups. Very important. Everyone wants to know. Game 1, Perth's Rups will try and sort out Space Ghost. Sayo takes on a Wild Llama, then Dookie T goes headlong with Rumours of Ghosts. The match-defining 4th game will be Dookie T against Rumours of Ghosts again, then Rups versus Space Ghost. Sayo will take on a Wild Llama, then the anchor position has Rups up against Rumours of Ghosts. That's how it's going to play, gentlemen. I'm going to come over here and find out thoughts. How do you feel about those matchups? Does that make you feel confident? What do you reckon?
Matches sound pretty bad so far for me, but I reckon I can do it. Our team, Ground Zeroes, has beaten Avant in both games previously, today and yesterday, and I think I speak for all of us when I say I want to crush them and make them regret coming down.
That was such an amazing mix of being really self-effacing, then brutally confident. What do you reckon?
Look, strong words from a team that's about to get wrecked. I feel sorry for them. They had to come all the way down here just to go a clean sweep 4-0, but, it is what it is.
I think we need to start the matches or it's going to turn into an all-out fist fight. That's what I feel. Players, go get ready. I want to have a chat to these guys. Give them another round of applause, guys. Huge final match. Get out of there, guys. What do we think? Can you make a call on this one?
Well, they were some big words, Luke.
Right.
And I think it's setting the expectations high, and fairly so. This is a very evenly matched team.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be a really, really close one, but I think Ground Zeroes is just going to squeeze it out.
Really?
Yes.
You backing that up?
Yeah, I'm backing that up. Look, I was speaking to Tom before this match today, and we both agreed that this was going to be probably the closest match of the entire set here today at the Gfinity series. So I think we've got a real blockbuster right coming up ahead of us for this final match, so I'm really looking forward to it.
The closest match of the day. Right place to put it, right at the end. All right, guys, I'm going to head over to the desk. It's time to fight. Let's do it.
Alrighty, so this is going to be a good one, Alex, and I'm really excited to get into it. It is going to be Ground Zeroes versus Avant, and our first match is Rups versus Space Ghost. Now, I remember you saying you had a story about Rups.
There's a bit of trivia about Rups. He played very well at BAM, and he actually played a pro player from Singapore at BAM, and he won a competition and ruined it for the rest of us because we were all going to have a go to see if we could win the prize to beat this pro who'd flown in all the way from Singapore. And Peter was the first, I'm going to call him Peter, but his name, Rups, was the first one to show up, and he beat the pro on the first attempt 2-1, and none of us could have a shot, and they had to pack up shop and leave.
They closed up the booth and left because he just cleaned them out immediately.
He's too good, and he knew exactly what he was doing.
And look at the intensity on that face.
When Rups is ready, no one could beat him. And I remember at the BAM after party, he went 23-0 in casuals, even against some of the dark-sided boys. When Rapapazorg is ready, he is on fire. And I'd like him to pick Abigail because Abigail is a really hype character, but I know his heart lies with Mika, and he's going to pick Mika here today.
But although he has ran into a terrible matchup for Miko, Space Ghost is a very strong Guile player, and Guile is Mika's definitive worst matchup. So as good as Rups is, this is going to be an uphill battle.
Well, I want to see Rups back up those words that he made before about hitting more home. I think this is going to be a good match, and I want to see a patented Peter Popoff if Rapapazorg wins. But look, he's got to do some winning here first, and he's just getting set up. He's ready to go.
It's going to be interesting to see how this goes because both teams claimed a 4-0.
I know, he's asking for his advice.
Which I think is wrong. I reckon this is going to go to Game 7.
I have to agree. I think this is going to be I think this is going to be a nail biter. This is going to go to the final game, and you can see Rapapazorg asking for advice. Should he go to Mika or should he just go with Abigail and
interesting
too?
Because Guile is a rough matchup for both of those characters. So I think it's just going to be a matter of who Rups is more confident with. And speaking from experience, he's been playing Mika since she came out in the first ever beta, and he played Mika in previous Street Fighter games in Alpha 3 as well. Right. He is as loyal as loyalists get. So I expect the Mika pick here.
And you know what my favourite thing about Rups as a player is that he comes to his locals every single fortnight in Melbourne, and he works really odd hours, and even if he's been up for 10, 12 hours, he still comes to his locals without any sleep and plays for a further 12 hours. He is a machine. And I want to see that repeated here today. And he's going for the Abigail pick. I love it.
Yeah, that's it. Good man.
All right, Rups is not going to disappoint those fighting words. He is going to go for the Abigail pick.
Oh, he's going for match
he didn't go all the way with V-Trigger 2, but he's going to go with V-Trigger 1 as we go into the first match here. It's of Gfinity Arena here in Sydney, Australia. Perth Ground Zero versus Advanced Gaming. And Rapapazorg has got his game face on. He's ready to roll with Abigail.
He's ready to vroom.
He's ready to room. And Space Ghost is looking a little bit worried. He was not prepared for this.
The Abigail, but let's see how this goes. So this is going to be a slow matchup, folks. Get ready for lots of that. Lots of Sonic Boom, lots of big buttons, lots of flash kicks. However, if Rups gets one touch, he gets that one knockdown, almost all over Red Rover. And here it is, Oki for Rups. Oh, he was patient. He was baiting a flash kick.
Yes, he didn't go for the command grab. All right, there's the big crush counter. All right, just whisk the throw. Here comes the Sonic Boom pressure. That's hard to jump over, but Abigail has one of the best jumps in the game. It's very hard to anti. All right, here comes a big jump in from Space Ghost. Rups doesn't bite.
Rups has to make something work now. The victory's on deck. Oh, there it is. The sweep confirmed.
This is potential big damage. There's a confirm to the Abigail fist. He's got to follow up now.
Oh, he was afraid of a DP. He just did nothing, and he's lost his pressure.
He's a flash kick. All right,
that's a big
about 5%. You have to remember, no matter what the health is, Abigail always has the life lead. He's got so much life and can kill you all
there. There you go. Just keeps punching him.
All right, there's the jump in. Anti-air from Space Ghost. He's petrified. Here comes the command grab.
One more hit for both players now.
Rups will take this back, and that is it. And Rups is nodding his head.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, he's not happy though.
The gamble is paying off. He's up one round.
Ooh, geez, that was a nail biter. But Rups showing why Abigail is a strong character and why he is a strong player. That willingness to just keep running into him.
Abigail is not dead in Season 3.5, and here's Rups making it work for Perth Ground Zero. Here comes the command grab. This is big damage.
This is bad. This is bad for Space Ghost.
And Space Ghost, and look at this. I like this. Is he going to need one more? He's going to need one more guess after this.
One more guess after this.
Space Ghost has got one chance left. And there's the command grab. And Rapapazorg takes it, and the Abigail pick pays off, and Rups breathes a sigh of relief.
Someone get that man a stick of butter.
I love it. I love it. I was telling him all weekend to pick Abigail. I said, please pick Abigail.
And the Ground Zero boys are loving it. That was a strong performance from Rups.
Fantastic.
I could not have asked for anything more. Look at him.
And look at that.
He impressed himself.
Rapapazorg saves the day with the Abigail pick. I love it. And those are the kind of gambles you have to make in Street Fighter 5.
Yes.
Taking it out live on stage. It's not even his main character. I love it.
Look
at this shimmy. Space Ghost was not ready for this Abigail pressure. pressure. And
then
there's the
boom.
trade to take out round one and the stun. Almost a perfect there.
And then this is a gutsy read from Rups here. He's expecting him to be afraid of Button.
And I'm sorry, did I say almost a perfect? It was a perfect. My goodness, and look at this.
Yeah, the boys love it. Good on
And
you, Rup.
Repupplezorg,
That was a strong
I
first
think
jump.
I think he has to get MVP for that one. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I hope so. I'm looking at you, Mr.
I'm not saying anything, Lachlan, but I think that might be MVP.
But we can't stop there. We've got another second exciting game coming up now.
All right, we certainly do. And who have we got up next?
We have Sio rather, versus Llama.
Sio versus Llama. Okay, so this is going to be Ibuki versus Urian matchup.
I believe so.
That's right.
Llama is a man who has performed very well in past tournaments in Australia. Sio, no slouch either. He has had strong showings at Battle Arena Melbourne, at Ozheader Nationals, and then, well, funnily enough, Llama has as well. So this could be, I reckon this is a matchup that could go either way, Alex.
That's right. And Sio, of course, next to Bug, two of the strongest, if not the strongest, Ibukis in Australia.
I believe they had an exhibition at a hotel after Battle Arena Melbourne to choose who was the best, but I'm not sure who won.
Well, we'll have to find out after the break, but right now it's going to be Perth GD. They've got a round on the board. They've got a game on the board, thanks to that gutsy pick from Rups. But now it's going to be Ibuki versus Urian.
With that, the Ibuki's new V-Trigger too. She's one of the few characters that straight switched to her new V-Trigger, the Fuma Shuriken.
That's
right.
right.
It's an excellent mix-up tool.
That's right. It's a very strong V-Trigger, and the pressure is on Wild Llama to put a game on the board here.
If he doesn't get it going now, this is going to put his team at a very, very steep slope.
I tell you, after Repupplezorg's act with Abigail, that's a hard act to follow for
Yeah,
Sio.
I know. Let's see if we can keep the hype, boys. We said this was going to be a good one.
Oh, and look at that confirm off the 3-frame standing. That's a fantastic confirm.
Excellent buffer.
Oh, and
Another
again, the
one.
second confirm. And straight into the throw. Looks like a Wild Llama's a bit
However,
shell-shocked here.
Urian is a character that can just bring it back at the click of a finger.
That's right. There's the back throw into the corner. The overhead. Oh, and that's a big jump, and he's going to get a huge damage from that.
Going to get the big trigger. Oh, he didn't use it though. Good anti-air headbutt reset. Aegis is available. Here it is.
Oh,
on
and
block.
Sio is ready. He is not screwing around. Look at this. He's got the confirms. He's blocking the overheads. There's the Aegis Reflector, and DP straight through the Aegis Reflector.
Is that a trade combo?
I think that might have been, but it doesn't matter because Sio has put a round on the board for Perth GZ. He's got one more round, and he will put another game up on. Oh, and a big gutsy lead in the opening salvo there.
Here we go. Okay, now Llama has to adjust here. You don't want to be down 2-0 against this Ground Zeroes team. They're too strong. Don't make us look silly. This is supposed to go 7 games. Oh, no punish on the sweep. That's not good. Random EX tackle. Urian things.
It's not random if it hits. All right, and that's a great standing hard punch. You want to do that all day if you're a Urian player. Oh, unfortunately, Sio missing out on the anti-air there. And it looks like a Wild Llama has got that T1 line set up. He's got the NBM running. He's got the download on Sio.
That was a very quick second round.
Sio turning to Peter saying, what should I do? Peter says, pick Abigail. Pick Abigail. That's right. When in doubt, just pick Abigail.
Well, we went for a V-skill anti-air. I don't believe that's how that button is supposed to be used. Good whiff paint.
Oh, and look at these confirms. That's the third beautiful confirm he's had today. Oh, and there's the EX headbutt. This is going to hurt. That's big damage. Could almost be stunned. Here comes the 50-50.
Oh, good
Second
block.
EX headbutt. And
Oh, the teabag! He's doing it! Oh, he's going for damage here. He wants to cash it in.
Right, here's the 50. Oh, no.
Gutsy tech. This round is not a... Oh,
Here comes
throws
big
it
trigger
out.
too. A Wild Llama in big trouble. That's going to be it. And Sio repeating the stellar performance from Rups. And he's popping off.
Popping off!
And I love it. Perth Ground Zero just taking out the trash.
Yeah, I know. This is rough.
I know. This is very rough.
However, it's not over.
I know. Rumors of Ghosts is still in the bag for Avant Gaming.
A strong anchor for these guys to have. They've put their captain last, and I think rightfully so. You put your birdie in the safety position, and he will always carry you to safety.
That's right. That's right.
But before we get to that, let's have a talk about that last match that just went through.
That's right. Let's have a look at some instant replays here from that last match. It was all over Red Rover, but those confirms from Sio acting like he'd been playing all day, was well and truly warmed up. It usually takes a long time for players to warm up, especially when they're playing on stage to get
That back throw was so smart. That back throw was genius. Llama was a little bit too far away. That trade combo was sick too. But Sio was just showing off here that he just has this Urian matchup experience. I mean, Llama got that round and it was a wash. This was rough, right? However, you could see that as soon as the game slowed down a bit, Sio just had control. He had control of the pace, and that's why this just became such a strong showing for him.
Always a sign of an elite player when you can get that adaptation on board, get the download on your opponent as quickly as you can. That's
There
the name
it
of the
is.
game here in Street Fighter 5 today, Tom.
Bad of the crowd.
Perth GZ is going to have to keep it up if they want to take out Avant Gaming, but right now it's going to be Rumors of Ghosts, the online birdie menace. He's going to be taking on Perth Ground Zero. He's going to have to really put some games on the board here. He is the captain.
Adelaide, yep, and he will be playing against the Adelaide native Dookie.
Dookie, that's right.
Who is a very strong Guile player. He burst onto the scene fairly recently, actually. and was collecting bodies for a long while, and it's really good to see him here as well.
Dookie was a very strong Ryu player in Season 1, really taking it to everybody. A very strong Ryu in Season 1, of course, switching to Guile, of course, because Ryu
Is terrible.
he did become obsolete in Season 2 and is still obsolete in Season 3. Poor Ryu, he just can't catch a break. Eternal Wanderer. And Dookie making the smart choice. He said, I want to go pro. I'm going to go with Guile and drop Ryu. Capcom, please buff Ryu.
Meanwhile, actually, a fun bit of trivia about Rumours of Ghosts is I play him a lot. I've been playing him since 4. And when he first picked up this game, he picked Mika.
He picked Mika?
Rainbow Mika, yes. And I was playing sets with him, and he's gone, what's this birdie character do? Picked him. It's been butter since.
That's great.
He's just been catching bodies ever since. And as you can see, he's got that Freddie Mercury birdie on deck.
I love it. All right, it's going to be Dookie. He's going to have to repeat this performance to take it for 3-0 for Perth GZ. But of course, we've got Rumours of Ghosts, the anchors, up here on deck. He has the potential to take it back for Avant Gaming.
Now this is, as we said earlier, I remember, a terrible matchup for Birdie. This is one where he has to do the uphill fighting, which is something that this character is not used to doing.
That's right. He does have the EX Bullhorn though to get through those Sonic Booms. It's very difficult to build in reaction. I love that crunchy, that jumping hard punch. Look at it, get over there. It is again. He's going to follow up and look at that. He's already got Dookie down to 50% over just 2 jump-ins.
That's just how Birdie works, man. You just get a couple of conversions and
Here
it's
comes the stand out. Look at that gutsy read. My goodness. Rumours of Ghosts making an early start. I love it. And look at that. And the stun is already there.
Good night, sweet.
Get.
Oh,
no.
What is happening?
For the crashing medium punch and saves the day.
Dookie was not ready for that drop, and then when it came out, he just panicked and
Rumours of Ghosts knows he got away with it.
Yeah, he
got away with it there.
got away with murder, some would say.
Right, and I love that EX Dolphin dive over the Sonic Boom. That was a beautiful read. Let's see if he can repeat it here in round 2 and see if he can put a game on the board. And there's that.
That does not have hidden vulnerability, folks.
Yeah.
He is just using that at a spacing where it's making everything Dookie does whiff.
All right, and again, Dookie finding himself in a familiar situation in the corner again. It's just like last game. He's just pestering him with that crouching light punch on a big jump, and again, it looks like it could be all over for Dookie. He's got one more chance here to get out of the corner. We're going to see an Ume flash kick.
Yeah,
He's just going to go for the EX Sonic Boom.
Stuns the factor, one more hit for Rumours of Ghosts, but here we go. Double somersault. This is that V-Trigger 2.
All right, Dookie's got one chance here. He's got to make it happen. He's down to 10%. One more touch from Rumours of Ghosts will do it.
Oh, good read. Didn't punish it enough, though.
All right, just was a bit far away for the punish on the sweep there. That is more punishable in Season 3.5. There's a crush counter with the standing hard punch.
Well, Rumours now has V-Trigger.
Oh, and there's the flash kick. Is it no, and it's not going to be good enough. And unfortunately, that is it. And Rumours of Ghosts putting a game on the board for Melbourne Avant.
Now, the young fella's looking pretty relaxed there. In that.
He is looking very relaxed. Bit of trivia for you. He's a tax lawyer in real life, so if you don't want to pay your taxes, make sure you pay this guy a visit.
No, but the Rumours of Ghosts, that was a very strong showing. You can see from his relaxed demeanour that he knew exactly how that would go. When he was, when he was over there taking the interviews before and he said they're going to get wrecked, well, I mean, he wasn't lying. He himself wrecked Dookie.
Well, somebody has to take Rups to task with all that trash talking he did before, taking out. But usually, he was really being a thug in the early stages there when he was getting interviewed by Luke. But I mean.
And it was a strong showing from all players there, and now Avant has made up some ground, but they're going to have to keep working to improve here.
That's right, and what's the score now? It's going to be 2-1. It's going to be 2-1 to Perth Ground 0, and Rumours of Ghosts putting a round on the board.
And so look at these replays quickly, and that is it. That was the end of that set right there. Bet it all, bet the farm on the flash kick, and it did not work.
And it looks like we're going to go in a time machine. We're going to have Dookie versus Rumours once again, Tom. So Dookie having the chance to really run it back there against Rumours of Ghosts. Rumours of Ghosts just showing no sweat, easy, just another day at the office.
And speaking of another day at the office, time to head back to the analyst desk and do some work.
Thanks, guys. Thanks very much. Hey, Perth Ground 0 up after 3 games, but only just because Rumours of Ghosts really bringing it back strong there, as we can see. But yeah, there was some really dominant stuff from Rups early, hey?
Oh, that was fantastic. I love this Abigail.
Huge stuff. All right, well, we will be back with more of Perth Ground 0 taking on Melbourne Avant after this. This is Street Fighter 5 brought to you by Astro Headsets and Dear Ice Coffee. We'll see you soon.
better kick. Good job, team. Good job.
Mr. Murray, have you decided on a name?
We're thinking Callum.
Calamari.
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 Let's make it Jack.
Drink it through with Dare Iced Coffee.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Gfinity Elite Series. We are coming to you live from the beautiful Hoyts Entertainment Quarter in Sydney, Australia. And coming up next, we have, as Alex aptly put it before, we're going back in the DeLorean. We're getting back in time, and we are running another set of Dookie versus Rumours of Ghosts. Give Dookie another shot, try and redeem himself. How do you think he will fare, Alex?
Well, it looks like Dookie hasn't paid his taxes, so it's up to Rumours of Ghosts to get him out of jail for not paying. And Rumours of Ghosts putting a game on the board very convincingly in the last match there, Tom. And he's proving his worth there, really earning his money as the anchor and the team captain, actually.
Yes.
So I think they've made the right choice in making him the anchor for his team. But of course, if Rumours is able to take this, he's going to tie it up 2-2 for the Melbourne event team. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if Rumours can take this again. Dookie looks like he's deep in thought now.
I think Dookie didn't do too much wrong that matchup. He just let Rumours run over him. Or if you just sort of be a bit more aggressive with your buttons, as BK earlier aptly put it, it's about who goes in aggressive, who sets the pace, because it's such a quick match. You have to get out the gate. There's no figuring it out. You've got to instill your oppressive force and take over the game as fast as possible.
That's right, and on top of all this match pressure, you've got the pressure of playing live in front of a studio audience, and I think playing live in front of an audience is another game in itself compared to playing online.
It is. It's terrifying. Well, because like a lot of the time when you're playing at a tournament setup, it's not really like this studio setup.
Right.
So it's a new factor for a lot of these guys, and you see some guys are getting a little bit nervy, but as we continue over the 7 weeks of the Elite Series, we're going to see these guys get to their A game.
All right, here's Dookie. He's got to try and put another game on the board for Perth GZ because Rumours of Ghosts is on the hunt. He took the last game so convincingly. He's going to repeat that again in the second game, or looking to repeat it again in this rematch again.
Much better use of Sonic Booms here from Dookie here.
Look at that standing hard punch. He's just been getting the tail end and been hitting Dookie with that. Dookie's just got to space his Sonic Booms a little bit more better.
And it's interesting because Guile has very strong anti-air game, but Rumours is just jumping in on him all day. Well, that's shit.
And look at the bullhorn through that Sonic Boom. That was beautiful. There's that standing roundhouse. Crush counter pressure in the corner. Dookie doesn't want to press a button. He's stuck in the corner now. No anti-air.
This is bad.
Not ready to anti-air. That's very bad. I'm surprised we didn't see a command grab there from Rumours.
Yeah, I know. It looked like he thought about it and then just hesitated.
Yeah, he looks like he just wants to let Dookie hang himself. Oh, but a gutsy bullhorn, but it's not going to hurt that much. Here comes the meaty pressure from Dookie, but Rumours is not biting.
No, I like the way he's Dookie is fighting out of the corner, though. He's sort of being a bit more aggressive. However, saying that, he's back in the corner.
And there's their overhead again, and I think we saw that from Raccoon of Fear, actually, finished that around with an overhead in the corner there.
Yeah, Rumors of Ghost just laughing away at his seat.
Dookie's starting to look a bit frustrated. There's that jumping hard punch again. He's been so good with that. Look at that, really making it work with Gull, making the Gull matchup look
Another
easy.
one. Oh, this
and
is
Dookie's
bad.
still not ready to anti-air, and he's going to pay dearly for that one. It looks like it's just just another day in the office here for Rumors of Ghost. Alright, there's the Uma flash kick. I like it.
Get off me. Create some space. Now Dookie needs to slow down a little bit, start building up that Sonic Boom game and actually anti-air. That's the crux of this matchup. There's another with the anti-air and it's all over.
There's the jumping hard punch. Dookie just letting himself down there.
Yeah, there's
with the lack of anti-airs, unfortunately, and Rumors of Ghost just hunting him down silently from the other end of the screen there.
That smug little grin.
That's right, and Rumors of Ghost tying it up 2-2 from Melbourne Avant, doing very well.
Yeah,
and who we got up next? It's our crowd favourite. It's Rups versus Space Ghost. Let's see if Rups goes with Abigail again.
Again? I mean, that worked really well. It looked like Space Ghost didn't really have a massive amount of Guile knowledge. But speaking of Guile, let's look at this replay quickly. And you see here, Dookie's just pressing buttons in scenarios where he shouldn't. And Rumors knows this, and that's why he's just throwing out those buttons preemptively and just catching him and sending him to the corner immediately.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Look, Dookie unfortunately losing a lot of life to his lack of anti-air there.
Just like that, yeah.
I think he went for the crouching medium kick there instead of the flash kick. Probably would have been a better option.
It's interesting because Guile has a lot of anti-air options.
He does. Look, that's unfortunate. But Rumors of Ghost taking it very well. He's very happy with his play there, taking 2 straight games. Really performing well there today. Very well played by Rumors of Ghost. And it's time for everybody's crazy crowd favourite, Peter. Let's see if he picks Abigail again this time. I wanted to pick Abigail. Looks like we were right with our predictions.
Yeah, no, it's
interesting.
close. Yeah, this is going to. We said before that this is going to be the tighter set of the night, and I feel like that's an apt decision. Those first 2 games were a wash, and I was a bit worried. But then Rumors of Ghost has just brought it back and done what captains do.
That's
and
right.
Picked up his team at the moment, and now we are sitting at 2 apiece.
He's taken charge. Of Melbourne Avant, and now it's up to Peter to turn Repupples. I keep calling him Peter because I know him in real life. I'm sorry. His name is Rups. He does have a gamer tag, and Rups is going to try and repeat his stellar performance with Abigail. He's thinking about her. Is he going to pick Mika again?
I like the idea of him switching to Mika here. See, there it is. Okay, I knew it. Because, see, Space Ghost is like, well, I just got ruined by the Abigail pick, right? And he's like, oh, God, how am I going to prepare for Abigail? Then bang, switch characters.
These mind games. I like these mind games, Tom.
And this is something that can only happen in this sort of format, in the Gfinity format, because usually the winner won't switch characters, but because of the way this round-robin style system works, it creates new semantics for people to sort of ponder over in their matchups.
That's right, and if you are able to claim more than one character, you are going to have an advantage here in the Gfinity Elite Series if you want to claim your title as a truly elite player here live at the Gfinity Arena here in Sydney. Now, looks like...
Oh, good standing.
You might need to get a change on those gamer tags there. This is going to be Repupples versus Space Ghost.
And big flash kick on the belly flop. So this is still a terrible matchup for Mika, right?
That's right. It's very hard for Mika again, but there's that slide just going to activate straight away. Look at this.
Just opts out of the mix-up with the flash kick. But this is a bad position for Dookie, though. He jumped out of the corner. That's interesting because Mika has very strong anti-air options. So let's see if Rups can adjust here. He's got this corner of pressure.
I love that jump, and look at this. It's going to be massive damage, and Rups is a lab monster. He's got setups in the corner for days. Unfortunately, doesn't convert. That's a big one. He's going to stand there. He's a little bit frustrated with himself.
Just traded on the
Great
anti.
flash kick.
He's got, however, Mika's sidekick Nadeshko is ready. And just like that, it's gone and wasted it, and that's a first round.
And a whiff punish on the uncharged standing hard kick there. That's an unfortunate drop for Peter, but Space Ghost, you can see, is really concentrating very hard here. Rups is a big threat for Perth. Round 0.
I don't think this is a hard matchup for Mika, and I feel like this is just going to be a matter of Rups just fighting his way in and not making too many mistakes, and then trying to get the read on these flash kicks.
Yeah, look, you can see Space Ghost.
There you go. That's the crux of this matchup. Mika has to be ready with that standing medium punch confirmed. Speaking of the matchup,
and a great crush counter. Look at the damage here.
Empty low
confirmation, and that's going to be stunned. It's not going to be enough to close it out, but Peter's
going to see a
massive damage.
He drops the reset though. Here comes the Nadeshko.
Alright, here comes Rups. Race B reversal from Space Ghost. I like it. No command grab from Rups there yet. Doesn't confirm into the EX Peach, unfortunately.
Big jump back roundhouse from... that reversal was really smart.
This sets it up here now for Rups.
Rups is in firm control here. He just needs to play it slow and make sure he takes over things. He just put himself in the corner. That's a bad choice.
That's unfortunate. Goes for the grab, unfortunately.
One more hit and he's dead for both players now, I think. Boom!
It's anyone's game here right there. Severe reversal, unfortunately, escapes the overhead. Well, fortunately, escapes the overhead for Peter. Here comes his own activation. Space Ghost is going to try and close it out. Jump in, and I like it. The jumping light kick. Space Ghost nodding his head. That was a good play.
Rups
happy with himself.
Oh, I don't think he is. I think that was a sloppy round. You know what Rups is like. He likes to play a clean.
He has very high standards for himself, and you have to be a very high standard here if you want to make it in the Gfinity Elite.
And here we go. Okay, now...
Sobat kick is so good in the neutral. I love it.
Skiles has a bunch of buttons that just really make life hard for Mika to get in.
And I'm expecting Rupsy to finish it off with this. He does have a full stick of butter. He can finish it off with a critical art.
And
goes for the command grab. Unfortunately, that was sniffed out. That's big damage.
And Space Ghost could have spent bar on a critical art then, but opted not to. Here comes the dash go for the mix-up.
And he was expecting the command grab there. This is going to be a crush counter. It's not going to be enough to throw it out. Okay, Peter's got one more try here.
Oh, this is a mix-up situation.
50. Great block from Space Ghost.
He's dead.
That is going to close it out, and that is it. Rups is going to put the game on the board for the Perth Ground Zero. Very well played by Rups, and he gets a hug from his teammate. Perth Ground Zero is now up 3-2.
And this is now a fight or die.
Avant.
This is a fight or die situation for Avant now.
That's right.
The pressure is on Llama. He has to beat Sho to keep the game alive right now. But going back to that matchup, I like the way that Rups played that. He just kept it slow, and that's like Guile has all the tools to keep Mika out, but if you're a good Mika player, you can persist and fight your way in. And when we go back to the replays, here we go, you're going to see just this patience, but then Rups wasn't showing the patience at the start, and he was just taking all these errant hits from Space Ghost. See?
That's right. And Rups a very strong player psychologically. It's very hard to rattle him and get under his skin and make him make those unforced errors. You can see him remaining very solid here.
But I love the way that Space Ghost adjusted in between the first set with Rups and this one. In the first one, he was a bit, timid. He was a bit slow. But then he started playing more aggressive. It's just that Rups got it going and started landing those command grabs. And the way that Mika works is once you get the juice flowing, it's all over.
That's right. And there's the pop-off there from Iron Zero for Perth Ground Zero. And Peter looking like... Space Ghost looking a bit disappointed there. It's an unfortunate drop for Space Ghost. Being timid at the end there with the reset and getting command grab was unfortunately the downfall of Space Ghost. He should have done another Ume flash kick. More Ume flash kicks, ES flash kicks, and it's now 3-2 to the Perth Ground Zero. If they take this next game, it's going to be Sio versus a Wild Llama. So if a Wild Llama drops this game here, they are going to go down 4-2.
And you've got to be really happy if you're Ground Zero in this scenario, because they had them on the ropes before, and then Avant's captain came up and just brought everything back for their team and brought the momentum. And now they don't have the chance. Llama has to win now.
All right, and
he has to win now to get that opportunity. And here we go. Let's see if he can take the weight of the world on his shoulders and turn it into a victory.
That's right. This could be the last game here at the Gfinity Elite Series today. But a Wild Llama, a very strong neutral player. Sio also a very strong neutral. He's been had those fantastic confirms throughout the day already. Let's see if he can repeat it here in this game against a Wild Llama.
Let's go, Llama. I want some more games. Let's get it. Ooh, I like that little okey doke there.
And here comes the pressure from Urian, just buttons all day.
He's playing a much more aggressive style now against Sio.
All right, here comes the V-trigger to activation. That 50-50 setup, I like it.
Okay,
I like it.
50 guess. Oh, he gets wrong.
He dropped it. Unfortunately drops a confirm. Oh, both players dropping the confirms there. Okay, it's anybody's game here at the moment. But here comes the V-trigger too.
Which is an interesting choice. Not a lot of Urians go for that. Ooh, the trade. Interesting. Ooh, another trade. That's -2.
Oh, Llama's just swinging for the fences here, but he gets rewarded with another V-trigger too here. Sio, he can close it out here. Buttons again for
good jump back in the throw.
Oh, and I like that read from Sio, and it is now match point.
Look at him, he's feeling himself.
And Sio is nodding his head.
That jump back was an excellent choice from Sio there, because he was just waiting, because the Urian players like to throw out that EX tackle in danger scenarios. And that's really the only way to get a real punish on it, is a read with that up.
They do, when you least expect it. It's shades of AE Yun from Street Fighter 4. All right, he's got great counter pressure. I like that air-to-air from Sio, really shutting down the pressure there. But look at this pressure from a Wild Llama. It looks like it's almost over.
How did he get on the other side? I'm confused. Forget that. We're back to the reset situation.
Oh my goodness. And 50-50s for days. Look at all this lab practice. It's really coming out to shine here. No confirm off the standing light kick. Here comes the V-trigger too.
No drag, that's -2.
Oh, and the dirty online tricks. I like it.
Llama.
Straight into the headbutt.
Looks like Llama isn't happy with how that round went, though. I think he would have rathered a cleaner slate, winning without sort of scrubbing him out, as they say.
That's right, and Llama opening with the dash forward.
I like these air-to-airs from Sio. Llama is taking to the air a lot, and Sio is starting to deny that option.
That's right. Both players a little hesitant to go in here at the moment. All right, there's the... All right, I like it. The crouching... Oh, and he sniffed out those EX knee. That was very good.
Yeah, it's
and that standing roundhouse is such a good button.
He just went over.
Unfortunately, just a bit late.
Oh, here we go. This is bad. Stun's a factor now.
Right, Sio in serious trouble. That stun mid is building. He's got to get himself out of the corner now. He's almost got the critical out on deck.
Fuma Shuriken is locked and loaded though, so if Sio gets a hit, we've got a mix-up. Here it is.
And there's the confirm. This is going to be into a 50-50. A Wild Llama's going to...
Oh, no, he just takes the damage instead. I like that choice.
Scaling's going to be big.
Oh, good blocks from Llama there.
Waiting for the EX head.
Oh, he did it.
But it's going to be the overhit.
He could have got the overhit. Oh, back throw. This is terrifying.
It's anyone's
go.
Oh, and that is...
Oh, he did it.
No, it's not yet. And that is it. Oh, and a rare miss from Sio.
He's
tried to walk back, I think, there. He's looking a bit disappointed with himself. But did we say this was going to be close? Tom, we did say this was going to be close.
And
it's 3-3 here at the moment.
It's like we're fortune telling.
We're going to the final game.
Yeah, I know. This is. I'm really excited for this. I'm rapt that we're getting to a 7-game series in the very first week of the Elite Series.
I know. We are getting our money's worth here today. And it looks like it's going to be up to Republic's Org to save Perth Ground Zero from certain doom.
Yo, this matchup's going to be...
It's going to be Team Captain versus Team Captain.
But before we get to the Team Captain, let's look at these replays. So it was interesting because Sio played really well here, and it looked like he had a read on Llama. But then, and as you can see from these mix-up situations, putting Llama in the blender, making him guess. But look at this life lead, this situation, and the Llama just gets this one hit, and he just sort of took over. It was really interesting.
Okay. All right, and look at, you can see just the back throw there. It's anyone's game here. There are a few drops here at the end, and here comes a V-Trigger 2, EX knees, and just caught Sio holding back, unfortunately.
Yeah, Llama's like, man, I don't know what happened, but I'll take it.
All right, and that was very well played from Llama. Before we go to the final game featuring a Republic's Org, and it's going to be Republic's Org versus Rumors of Ghosts, the two captains. We're going to cut back to Luke, our host, before we go to the final game. Stay with us, Luke.
Holy bloody tamale. This is intense. We are down to the wire with the final game after the break. Don't go anywhere. Why would you? Street Fighter V, Gfinity Elite Series, back real soon. This is huge. We are down to the final game of Street Fighter V. This has been such an epic match. We've had the full 7 games. We're about to see the captains go head-to-head. At this point, it's anyone's game. Will it be Ground Zero? Will it be Avant? It's time to find out. It's time to fight. Over to you guys. Let's go.
Thanks very much, Luke. It's game day here, and we're out to the final game and the final match here between Perth Ground Zero and Avant Gaming. We're going to see if Rups can take it against Rumors of Ghosts. It's captain versus captain. Everything is on the line, all the pride here. It is down to the final game and the final round. We were right, Tom, about this. This is a blockbuster here in the final game at the Gfinity Arena here live in Sydney, Australia. Make sure you don't go away because we have a fantastic matchup ahead.
I just can't pick this one. I can't pick this one, Alex. I don't know who's going to take it. Both of these guys are some of the strongest players in the country, and they've both played each other a ton, offline and online, and they go 50-50. And it'll be there's another 50-50 in here of whether Rups will go for the Abigail pick or whether he'll go for the Armika pick.
Look, to be honest, I think Rumors of Ghosts is looking so comfortable here in his seat playing for Melbourne Avant. I think Peter's going to have to go with the Abigail pick to really get under Rumors of Ghosts' skin here.
It's going to be interesting, but I know that Rumors of Ghosts has been playing Abigail lately. He's been working on a Abigail pocket himself. So this there's a lot going on here, and it's going to be.
Oh, he's gone with the Abigail pick. That's what we like to see.
That's what I like to see. That's the way. Abigail.
All right, it's going to be Abigail versus Birdie. Big Body versus Big Body here in the final match of the evening, live from the Gfinity Arena in Sydney, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 3-0, 3-all, in a tiebreaker, and we're going to go to the final game. Peter bringing out his Abigail, his trademark Abigail, the crazy Abigail play that we get from Rapapazorg.
And Rumors.
And he's getting impatient. He just wants to take it out and go home already.
Here we go. Let's see. Into the game. Ooh, opens with the back roll. I don't know what Rups is doing at the moment. Oh,
all right, there's the parry. And look at that jumping hard punch again from Rumors of Ghosts. So Rups is just standing there. He's saying, you've got to make your move. Look at these. He's trying to get under Rumors of Ghosts' skin, but it doesn't look like Rumors of Ghosts is biting.
Well, it looks like this is a matchup, right, where Birdie usually bullies characters with his good buttons, right? But Abigail is a character that in most scenarios can sort of fight. Oh, that's a terrible whiff, but he can fight his way out of scenarios because he has better buttons.
I know, and despite this life lead, Abigail, you've got to remember, Abigail has 1100 health. He always has the life lead no matter what.
Yeah, it does not matter what happens. All he needs is one button into V-trigger and you're on a roller coaster.
All right, and here we go. There's the V-trigger activation. Let's see if Rups can bring it back. He caught the backdash. I like this read. All right, just releases a little too soon for the armor break. Catches the EX Dolphin dive. I like it. Here comes the armor break. And a trade. It's anyone's game here at the moment.
Good.
And a good punish with a standing medium punch. And Rumors of Ghosts breathing a sigh of relief there. He's fought off Peter for one round, but he's going to have to take him round in this final round if he wants to take it for Melbourne Avant in a stunning comeback down from 0-2.
Yeah, no, this has been a massive comeback, and it's been led by their captain, so it's only apt that it is ended by their captain. And that was a terrible whiff on Rups' side, and now he's back in a life deficit again.
All right, anyone can pull it out here. It's Rapapazorg. All right, here comes Rups. He comes with the Abigail punch. He's going to dash forward after this, but backdashes, maybe expecting the EX bullhead or wake up.
Crouching fierce Annie is so fat. Ooh, Big Red goes for the reset.
Goes for the grab. All right, he can't punish. That's a bit too far on that sweep.
This is a bit of a, that's big.
Big crush counter. This is going to hurt.
Look at this optimized damage from Rapapazorg.
Big swing for the fences. All right, activates a little too late. Doesn't go for the EX bullhead. All right, he's got the critical art on deck. He's not going to be dead. He's going to have one more guess after this. Rups is still alive.
However, Birdie gets ridiculous pressure off of his super. There we go.
And he read the command grab. I like it. He knew he was going to try and finish with the command grab.
The guard break.
And I love it. Rups pulling out all the stops here.
Combo.
And an unfortunate drop for Rups, but played very well today. Rups played very well. And Rumors of Ghosts taking it for Melbourne Avant.
That is a 4-3 scoreline. We went the full 7 as predicted on that game. I tell you what, Alex, it did not disappoint.
That's right. Don't try and cross a tax lawyer because they will double cross you back. I'll tell you what, very well played by Rumors of Ghosts. He's very happy with his performance, and a big round of applause for Rups with his Abigail performance.
Put it together for everybody, guys.
Very well.
That was really good.
Very good showing by Peter, and a very good play by Perth Ground Zero. Melbourne Avant taking it 4-3 over Perth Ground Zero.
They are both two teams that we have to watch going forward. We've been talking about Chiefs, we've been talking about Order, how there's some strong teams. It's like everybody's strong in this league. Every single person and team in the Gfinity Elite Series is a force to be reckoned with, and you can't sleep on anybody.
That's right, and I think that was a very, very fitting end to week 1 of the Gfinity Elite Series live from the Gfinity Arena here in Sydney, Australia.
But don't you go anywhere. We still have plenty more for you to come. Interviews, got some chat going on with the analysts coming. It's going to be great. But for now, I want to talk with you, okay? You're in Rups' position. He has two characters. He has Armika and he has Abigail. Now, His Armika is better than his Abigail, but Birdie beats Armika. And Abigail beats Birdie. So in that scenario, if you're sitting in that position, what do you think is the best option?
Look, to be honest, Birdie is a hard matchup. I think he would have had an uphill battle against... Rumours of Ghost is such a high-caliber player, he would have had an uphill battle regardless of whether he picked Mika or Abigail. Personally, I'm glad that he picked Abigail and really brought the fight and really put on a show here at the Gfinity Arena, and I'm really pleased with how he played, and I think Peter deserves a pat on the back for how well he's played here tonight.
Everybody in the in Avat and Ground Zeroes has brought the fire tonight. I'm very happy with that.
That's right, and of course, Requiem of Fear playing very well with the thuggery, and his team taking it tonight, playing very well. I think everyone here has played very well today at the Gfinity Arena. And who was your MVP today, Tom? Who did you like the most?
Oh, look, I've got to go with Rumours. I've got to go with Rumours of Ghost. They were down 0-2. That is a devastating scenario. You are on the cusp. You've been bodied 2 games in a row. The captain comes in, reignites the fire under his team. They bring it back, and then boom. And here we go, looking at the scores quickly. Okay, so Rups with that quick 2-0 against Space Ghost, and then we are going to actually send it back, and Luke is going to Phil Polisher off for us. So take it away, brother.
It was really at the start, Lockie, it seemed like it was going to be Perth's match, didn't you think?
Oh no, it definitely looked like it was going Perth's way. It was very one-sided. They took the first 2 games very, very quickly. But rumours of Ghosts.
Look, speak of the devil, there's no point waiting any longer. He's the hero of the day. Let's have a huge round of applause for Rumours of Ghosts. Come on in, man, come in, yeah. Get in here.
All right.
Dude, you straight up crushed it, man. How did it feel?
Oh, I felt like just another day of gaming, right? Wait, it's going to be different, or?
Someone's been taking notes off ROF, I think. No, man, but that was amazing. Were you expecting it to go that well?
Look, I wanted to be a bit cleaner. Thought we'd put on a show, though. You know, give it an audience.
Cleaner than that?
Yeah, you don't want to lose rounds.
Oh, okay, but for you it was textbook. I feel like as soon as you entered the arena, it was like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we thought it was going to go, right?
Yeah. Oh, man, I can't believe it. Yeah, well, dude, it was amazing. Let's have a look. Chill here with us here, Ghost. Let's have a look at the analysis. Talk us through it, Lockie. What are we seeing?
All right, so this was the first big game from Rups. Very exciting, great shimmies, great Abigail pressure. I loved everything he was doing. Very exciting to watch. You take those trades every day of the week. And here we go, big Abigail punch. And the command throw to finish it off, taking him the second perfect game for the day. Llama versus Sayo. This was a pretty intense set. This was really smart from Sayo, using the pressure of the kunai.
What are you thinking at this point, watching this Rumours of Ghosts? This must have been hard.
I mean, Ibuki's just a walking 50-50. You take those guesses. I mean, as I kind of like, the deal with Ibuki is you don't let her make those guesses in the first place.
Yeah.
If you let her make that, put you in that blender, you're forced to like eat maybe half your health.
But surely you must have been stealing yourself, seeing this happen to your teammates, to get in there and...
Oh, I knew the next few games would be all right, but again, if you run into one of these characters, it can go wrong very, very quickly, and that's kind of what happened. You make a few incorrect guesses, and you just get stunned and put in the blender.
So this is one of Birdie's worst matchups. I assume you studied it vigorously.
Yeah, I feel like every Birdie player went through the season to hell, and when Dial came out, it was undoubtedly his worst matchup. But at this point, we've all played enough Dials that we make it look easier than it is.
Fantastic.
To the point where I think Dials are saying it's Birdie favored now.
Really?
I don't buy that, but that's just them.
Oh man.
So it was a really interesting match because it really felt like it was Perth's to lose, I guess. But they really, I mean, when you came in, you turned it around. You absolutely turned it around.
I mean, that's what the captain's meant to do, right?
Yeah, you did your job. You exactly did your job. Talk us through what we're seeing here, Lockie.
All right, so that was, this is Sayo again against Space Ghost. Llama. And Sayo actually won this first game. Then Llama, picking the second V-trigger, was able to make a comeback and take the game, which continued Melbourne Advance run back. And this cheeky little low to clutch it out.
It's the world's most unnecessary reset, but we take those. We take those. Oh boy!
And this is, of course, the closer.
Man,
this was tight, right?
This was intense. Armor flying everywhere.
Yeah,
man.
You make these reads. Nothing's scarier than Abigail running at you with armor. Especially when you're in the corner. you feel like it's just it's
So, I was going to say, did you think spending all that meter at that point was worth it? Yeah, he had a bit of a life lead, but
it's a bit of a gamble, but in this game you kind of get meters so quickly, and Birdie gets a really solid setup off his CA. So you can either like gamble heavily and kind of go all in on that CA, and then you double down by getting that setup afterwards.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's a gamble, but you know you make those reads.
All right, we'll chill here. Rumours from a winner to a loser. I'm sorry, that was brutal. As soon as that came out of my mouth, I'm like, what am I saying? Over to you, Ashley. How's he feeling?
You were so brutal, Luke. You're so horrible. Look, that was a very, very tight game, and you lost it just at the end there. What went wrong? What went great? What are you proud of? Lots of stuff in that question.
Well, I regret picking Abigail. Oh, sorry. I had a few characters I could have picked, but I wasn't confident with any of them, and I just kind of went with my gut after that first game, which I'm very proud of, because that's a very difficult match, and I got it perfect, so suck that.
Oh, I like it. Like, with the rivalry, do you think that with a real life rivalry, like you guys giving each other grief, do you think that that really plays into the game, how you play?
Yeah, I mean, generally I like to play respectful, but if I know the person, then I'm just going to do whatever I know will annoy them.
And how do you feel playing in front of a live audience?
I've done it a few times, so it's not so different, but it's a much bigger stage, much grander. The production has been amazing, and it is quite surprising to see how many viewers there's been on Twitch and even just in the crowd before. So.
Well, fantastic. Thanks so much for talking to me, and yeah, good luck with all your future games. Back to you, Luke.
Bit of a crowd favourite there, Rups. Now it's time for us to find out who the Astro MVP is, and I think this is very fortuitous, who we have sitting at the desk. I hate to get ahead of you, but tell us who it is, Lockie.
Well, it could be none other.
It's Rups. No, just kidding. Look, sorry, Rups.
Rups was looking good, but rumours, the team captain clutch, you know.
Give him a round of applause, guys. How good was he?
Cheers, guys. Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's have a look at some of his stuff here.
Yeah. No, he did really well. His team was looking down. He brought it back, captained his way to victory, inspiring his team, motivating them, showing them what's what.
I feel like this is an Oscar-winning roundup.
It's stress.
It was powerful stuff. It was such a good way to finish our first matchup. So well done, Rumours Goes.
Yeah,
well done, Melbourne Avant. Let's cross over right now to the casters. Ash, final thoughts from the casters and you.
The first day of Street Fighter 5. How are you guys feeling about that?
Look, we've had a fantastic day here today, Ashley, and I think the players here have proved once and for all that it is the elite of the elite here at the Gfinity Elite Series today, and I think Peter and Rumours of Ghosts have proved that well beyond a doubt, and I think we've got 6 weeks of fantastic blockbuster Street Fighter action to come. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, I can't wait to see what comes next. You know, we had a couple of quick games today, but then we ended with an absolute blockbuster, and I can't wait for more full-length 7-game series going forward.
Was there anything that surprised you today? Anything you were like, wow, didn't expect that?
I was really blown away by the production. It's really great to have Gfinity here in Australia today. I was just blown away by the production values of Gfinity and all the staff here today. The set, everything's just been fantastic. That's what really blew me away today.
Yeah.
After the players and the gameplay, of course.
Yeah, and it's awesome to have a live audience here as well, and I think it's super cool to see the teams having those rivalry chats between each other. And my favourite moment would have to be when Robbie said to ROF, "Oh, did you see that coming through your glasses?" That was wild. Love it. That's what I love about the live atmosphere.
It's been really good seeing the atmosphere in the studio and everybody being around and the glitz and the glamour really bringing out the character in these guys, because a lot of these guys, you know, they're at their tournament, they play their games and then they go. But in this, they've never been in a scenario where they get to show who they are and show their character, and you can see like people like Rups, who is usually a quieter person, is really coming out, and it's really good to see, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's been an absolutely amazing atmosphere, hasn't it, guys? What do you think, Luke?
I think it's just a big love-in, guys. It's real lovely. It's so nice. It has been an amazing day, but it is a competition, so we do need to see where the standings are after those matches. Let's have a look right now. Sydney Chiefs and Melbourne Order and Melbourne Avant up there now in the leader position, which is a big shift. That's all down to that final match that they have got up there, all sitting on 3. Perth Ground 0 still on 1, and Brisbane Deceptors on 0, and Sydney Roar. That is only the standings. I apologise. That is only the standings, of course, for that matches. I got that wrong. This is the overall standings. Right, this is the overall standings. Okay, yes, Melbourne Order charged ahead. Huge lead there for Melbourne Order. 2 ahead of the rest of the field. Then we have Sydney Chiefs, Perth Ground 0 on 3. Melbourne Avant, Sydney Roar, both on 1. And Brisbane Deceptors, the little team that could, I believe in him. I believe in him. There's so much more time to come. That was an epic first week of Elite Series gaming. There we had CSGO, we had Rocket League, and of course we just had Street Fighter. Now next week, we've got round 2 of Street Fighter as well as the entire Gfinity Elite Series games on Saturday and Sunday. Make sure you follow us on Twitch and get notified when we go live with Rocket League and CSGO. Now, if you've been watching this and you're like, yeah, this is fine on my little screen, but I'd love to be there for the full live experience, you can attend the Gfinity Elite Series next week. Simply go to the website, click on the screen. Click on the screen? Yeah, sure, that's what I said. Click on the screen. You know how screens work, guys? Yeah, click on them. Secure a ticket and you can be part of this groundbreaking series. That is almost the end. All I've got to say is it has been a blast. I've had a great time hosting. We've all had a great time here. The players have been amazing. This is the inaugural Gfinity Elite Series presented by Alienware, and we've officially kicked off with the bang. Thanks to my co-hosts, Ash Wells, the casters Tom and Alex, as well as Lachlan, the legend right here. I'm Luke Joseph Ryan, and I'm looking forward to you coming next week from the Hoist Gfinity Esports Arena, Sydney, Australia. Good night!